why I'm concerned is, again, another issue about the low-fat diet is it cuts out your omega-3s. You need your omega-3. You're going to have more longevity, more health, more protection from heart disease, less skin cancer, less breast cancer by 50%, better mental functioning, better stress functioning, better cognition. It improves, omega-3s improve acetylcholine, which you need for memory, and the other neurotransmitters, including GABA, which is an anti-anxiety. So that all happens when you have adequate omega-3s. Now I'm talking as a psychiatrist here, but this is the thing. My work, besides diabetes, is really about rebuilding the broken brain. So I'm doing a lot of work now in the brain research because it's fascinating, but it's the next phase of my work. There's so many people with broken brains, it's beyond. So you got to have your omega-3s. So we don't get them from fish, obviously, but we get them from where the fish get it. Yellow algae. It's pretty simple. So omega-3s are critical for pregnant mothers because the babies need it for brain tissue and eye and brain development. It also prevents big time postpartum depression. You don't want to get low in your omega-3s, your long-chain omega-3s. You really get postpartum depression and bipolar. So generally, overall contributes to building the healthy brain. It prevents against emotional imbalance, impulsivity, hostility, aggression, all these things. You get low omega-3s, all those things come out. Okay? It also helps moderate the stress hormones, so you don't have excess cortisol, and then all other things that come with it, the epinephrine, norepinephrine secretion to get people hostile, aggressive, and so forth. So this is why. And it's the preferred fuel for your heart as the omega-3s. So that's kind of an overview why I like 25 to 45% plant fat. Okay, because it's really protects you in a big way. Lack of sleep, as I mentioned, causes a problem. People with sleep disturbances really have 2 to 3 times higher rates of diabetes. This is the radiation, that's Fukushima. That's a dramatic picture, I left it in. And as I mentioned, radiation definitely increases the rate of type 2 and type 1 diabetes. Kids in Fukushima, 60% of them have type 2 diabetes. I'll go through that. So it's a big thing. Radiation also affects your IQ and causes hypothyroidism as well and cancer. Now, there are some problems with diabetes, the chronic degenerative pathology, and it's big. Retinopathy, up to 85% lose their retina function. Neuropathy, about 70% have that. Nephropathy, kidney, 20 to 50%. All these reverse even in 3 weeks when you're on top of it, okay? Atherosclerosis, depression, a lot of people, maybe 50%. Poor digestion, serious cognitive decline, all I see reversed in 3 weeks on my program. It's like, well, this is pretty exciting. And increased cancer rates, which I mentioned from the diabetes. Now we look at about 600,000 diabetics in the U.S., about 80% end up with ulcers, and about 40%, about 80,000 require amputation, and 40% die within 5 years. We don't want to go there. The cognitive decline is important. That is associated with excess sugar and with diabetes. For every 10 years you've been diabetic, your brain gets 2 years older than someone else, than a non-diabetic. Okay? And brain size increases the higher your fasting blood sugar. So the brain size of diabetics decreases twice as rapidly as non-diabetic.